Hi guys, we are working on our craft project for this week and we are going to make a Hamsa, which is a hand. And so we are going to be using some recycling boxes that we got out of our recycling bin. And we've cut them so that we each get a piece. And the first thing we're going to do is a Hamsa is your right hand. And both of us are right-handed. So we are going to help each other. And a Hamsa has 3 fingers together, and then our thumb and our pinky are out. And there are 2 ways to do a Hamsa. You can either do it where you actually trace your hand so that it looks more like a hand, or we can trace the thumb and then make an identical shape on the other side so it looks more like a traditional Hamsa. So which way would you like to do yours?
This way.
With your pinky?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I'm going to trace your hand as best I can without marking on you. And then you're going to cut it out. But you need to trace my hand first. So I think I just want you to do my thumb and my 3 fingers, and then I will do the other part. So we're going to trace our hand, we're going to cut it out, and then we're going to cover it with foil. And so I am going to pause our video so that you can join us after we have cut out our hands. We have traced our hands and we have cut them out. And so there are a couple options for you. If you and your family feel that it is an easier step, you can stop here. If you would like to do our next step, which is to cover it in foil, you can do that. So you're going to want to put the foil over your Hamsa, and it's probably going to be easier if we do it the other way. And then we just kind of fold. We may need to trim up some of our foil, especially for in between the thumb spots. But we're going to fold and cover all of our paper so that it becomes a silver Hamsa hand. And when you are finished covering and folding, you can tape it into place. This piece of foil is way too big, so I'm going to go ahead and trim some off. And when we get it covered, it will look like our hand again. I need to chop some of that off because there's just too much there. And so I'm going to flip it back over so that we can see our hand that is now covered in our foil. I'm going to make sure we can see that there's really 3 fingers up here because we want our Hamsa to have 5, because the Hebrew word for 5 is chamesh, which is where we get Hamsa from. And so now that we have our hand covered and our foil is on and it looks like a hand again, we have the option of either using a pen that does not have the ink part out, so it's just the flat part, or those broken pencils, so it's not a point because you don't want to rip your foil. And we are going to kind of decorate onto our Hamsa with whatever material you want. And you can make different decorations all over. Sometimes our Hamsas have an eye that is to help protect us from the evil in our world. So if you want to draw an eye in the middle of your hand, you can. But once you get a pattern going on your Hamsa, you can either leave it silver like this, or you can come back in with your markers and color back over where you've put your pattern. so that it is a colorful Hamsa. So we're going to stop again so that we have time to decorate, and we will show you what it looks like as we get closer to being finished. Alrighty, so Haley is still decorating her Hamsa. She is adding all of her colors into her pattern. Mine has finished. So here is my Hamsa. I'm having a hard time getting a good picture for you. So if there are two ways to display your Hamsa, you could have it pointing up or pointing down, either way. I hope you guys enjoyed making your Hamsas. Haley, how is yours coming along?
Good.
Alrighty. You want to show them what you've got so far? Okay. There is Haley's. She's got an eye in the center, some flowers, her name, and all of the decoration going up the fingers. Have fun making your Hamsas, guys.